good morning, or good afternoon, or good night, whatever time you're at. Um, I would like to tell my kids this in the future when they're older and they can understand, but no one knows how long they got, and 2020 has shown that for a lot of people, but especially my family. In the past 3 years, we lost about 15 people, if not more. Well, I lost 15, maybe 16 people, if not more. Due to a lot of things, not even really COVID. I don't know, COVID causes, stress levels and, people to kill people, people to do more drugs. We didn't really lose too many people to COVID. I think the effects of COVID, staying in the house with, your spouse and stuff all day, every day, can't go nowhere really, scared to go anywhere because of Corona and stuff like that. People were dying, but a lot of people didn't even really die. Like there was more deaths due to um, everything but COVID. It seems like a lot of people committed suicide. A lot of people uh, did drugs and died. A lot of people kill people. The world in 2020, the world in 2023 is really messed up. I don't know if it's getting better. I know it's not getting. I hope it's getting better. I hope people are waking up. I hope 2024 is like our moment to realize we need to start looking inside for happiness instead of outside. What I mean by that is, okay, I'm a worrier. Okay, I worry about everything, even the simplest things. Your perspective could be like, oh, why is she worrying about that little thing? I will worry about it. I'm a worrier. That's what I do. I come from a long line of worriers. I'm a black person. We worry. We worry. We have a lot of reasons why to worry, but in this day of age, it's not serving us. I know I can sit up there and talk about injustice all day, every day, but it's not serving us. It doesn't help us. We shouldn't allow the outside to predict our happiness, because then we won't never know if we'll ever be happy, because the outside has to tell us, okay, you're happy now. Okay, a good thing happens to me, so, I'm going to be happy. But if a bad thing happens to you and you want to be happy, you can't, because your happiness only depends on the outside. And if the outside is making you frustrated, making you unhappy, you're going to be unhappy, because that's where you reside at. That's where your happiness resides at, where it should be residing inside. Um, you ever meet someone, I'm just giving an example, okay? You tell them, it's an example from someone else. It's not like I might be saying it wrong, but it's an example from, I've been all about self-help, how to, I had something horrible happen to me where I was just like, depression? I thought I had depression before. This depression, like, I didn't even eat. I'm a big girl. Like, I like food. Like, I thought depression. I'm eating. No, I didn't have depression before, but this depression had me on one. It had me not eating, um, not being able to sleep, constantly negative thinking about the past, replaying it in my life, replaying this horrible event every day. Every day, this horrible event that happened in my life, where it just came to a point where it was just like, either I'm going to keep living this way, I'm going to do drugs, I'm going to die like the rest of my friends, I'm just going to be a horrible person, I'm going to be out on the streets begging people for money until I die. That was one, or I got to change. I got to do something completely different. Like, those were my options at the time that I thought. I was either going to die on drugs, be homeless, and all this other weird stuff that I thought that was my future if I didn't change. The horrible survival mind kicked in. Like, okay, you're gonna kill yourself? We gotta get this girl some help. My mind was like, she's trying to ruin us. Let's get her some help. So I went and got help. I was in therapy through, and my therapist, she's great, but I had to like do something totally different, because I had that therapist ever since, I think maybe 2019 I had this therapist, because I was always negative thinking. I just wanted to wonder why or what I can do to stop it. And we were going through the process, and I just like I just couldn't take it anymore. Like something had to change. I went through a system where uh, it was a good system, don't get me wrong, but it was way too much money for the system. And then I started learning, I'm like, okay, that's why that happens. Okay, that's why it happens. Self help is not really something, oh, like, oh, meditate. That is not what that is for. Meditation is for you to know yourself. And the English definition is called to meditate. Meditation is to meditate. But in, I think, Indian culture, it's to know thyself. And that's exactly what you do. You know thyself by meditating. Um, if you can get past the negative thoughts, there's they call it a Jeremy barrier or something, I think. And if anyone watch was The Good Place, Jeremy Bury Me. I don't know if they got that from there, but that's what I assumed thought of when I'm like, okay, but let's do this because I need something different. I can't keep thinking this way or whatever. So I started with that. Like, I started with meditation, and it's been great. Like, it's hard work. It's like exercising. No one wants to do it, but it has a lot of benefits to it. It helps you control your thoughts. It helps you. Meditation helps you get new thoughts up in there. It leads you to different opportunities, different way of thinking. Meditation does a lot for you. It makes your life last longer. It makes you last longer. Meditation is great things, and I think that's why people don't really go into detail of what meditation is, because meditation has a lot of benefits. It makes you stay out the past. It makes you be happy with the present. It makes you be able to control the thoughts and realize, hey, those are just thoughts. That's not who I am. They're just thoughts. I don't have to give into it. I don't have to have a feeling to it, because once you have a thought, oh, I'm horrible, I'm this, I'm that, guess what comes with that? A feeling of what? Sadness, being mad, angry. If I'm all over the place with this because I love it. I love meditation. I love people that gave me tools. You don't have to buy a big old system to, learn this stuff. Just Google self-help, meditation. What can I do for meditation? You don't got to buy all this stuff. You should, but you shouldn't. I don't know. It's up to you. But any type of self-help, like, you can't keep going every day. Because what we think about yesterday is what we're going to think about today, what we're going to think about tomorrow, and then expect a different result. That is the definition of insane. And we're insane. A lot of us are insane. We're like, why isn't our life changing? Because we still have the same thoughts from yesterday, day before that, day before that, day before that, day before that. And it's not good thoughts. Like, unless you do have good thoughts of, every day's great, everything's good, everything. That is the thoughts you keep. But a lot of us are walking around here, especially me, walking around here worrying, stressed about stuff that already happened, stressed out about stuff that didn't even happen yet. I didn't know it was my survival mind kicking, and I am not around people that think different. They were taught, you got to work hard for your money. You got to go to school for your money. You got to go to you got to go to college for your money. Knowledge is power. Don't get me wrong. Knowledge is power. You should, continue your education on the stuff you want to do. Don't do it for your parents. Do what you love. You'll never work a day in your life. That's true, because it's true. And I remember getting on this journey. I was so excited. I wanted to tell my family about it, and I did. And it was just like negative and negative. Oh, that's not true. That's not good. Oh, it's a bunch of hoo-wah, blah, 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 blah. You gotta beg God to help you. We've been begging God. You've been begging. A lot of people have been begging God for about, what is it? What's my family? They're about, like, I don't know how many decades. I don't even think that was our real religion, for real. I think that was put upon us by who. But that's a different story. Like, I'm not here to, do all that. But that's where I was taught. And the Bible just never made sense to me. Like, okay, first God made these two people, but you don't want us to But isn't that incest? Is that why God got mad? But yeah, okay, there was other people there, like, they weren't good to mention. If these two people were the only people here, who were they talking to? Like, that just, a lot of stuff didn't make sense in the Bible. And then I don't know if I can say his name, Billy Carson. He starts saying, there was slavery in the Bible and Deuteronomy. I remember my aunt saying, my God is a revengeful God. And a lot of people say that. My God is a revengeful God. God is revengeful. But how is he revengeful if he is all loving? That confused me. And him destroying the world because a couple people didn't believe in him, that seems weird. Like, that can't be an all-loving God. Like, and he's gonna doom us to hell. Like, I thought Jesus died for our sins. Shouldn't there not be a hell? Because isn't that reason why your son gave his life? Like, I'm so confused. Like, the Bible just never made sense to me. But no one would. You ask someone, don't question God. Don't question God. Like, So that religion, I followed along with it, but I wish I did, because it was a battle, y'all. It was a battle. Like, y'all had me worshiping this God that believed in slavery? Like, okay. No one thought that was wrong at all. Like, no one. Like, you only read some parts of the Bible and want to call yourself religion? Do you know that they, like, I believe in God. Don't get me wrong. I believe in God. I just don't believe in the Bible God. Like, I think after man wrote it, it's been it's been rewritten so many times. Like, why? Why? Because y'all got it wrong. Stuff was left out the Bible. There was it's just a hot mess. Like, I just couldn't get along on that. And then, like, after I heard there was slavery and actually looked it up and was like, you read the Bible? You read the whole Bible? You're telling me you read the whole Bible and we're still worshiping this God? Or that's what we're doing? You read the whole Bible. So you're good with us there was slavery. Is that what you're saying to me? I don't think you read the whole Bible. I don't think you read the whole Bible. And then you're going to sit up there and push it on me. And then, so that was a whole debate. And it's just weird. Like, I had, a dark night of, like, once you see this, then you start seeing, like, oh, that's why they were cool with slavery, because it's in the Bible. Even though they put it there, it's in the Bible, so it's okay to have a slave. It's all good. It's all good to take someone's property because it's in the Bible. Which, who put it there? The same people, slave owners, put that stuff in the Bible. So not only is the Bible tainted, it's just not godly. It really isn't godly. Read the whole Bible and then come holler at me about some religion. Come holler at me about your God and see if you think it's still the same God. First of all, it's supposed to be gods, plural, but one entity was like so narcissistic, they had to be only one, and you're gonna worship me, but the real God, I don't think he's like it. Sorry, that's my old mind thinking. It's not like that. It's not like that. You know what makes more sense to me? It might not make sense to everyone else, but you know what makes more sense to me? Is, okay, we want to learn. We're curious. Where did we get that from? If it is me and I am it was curious. So it's curious to know what it's like to be a piece of grass. And this is not my theory. This is Billy Carson's theory. And it just resonated with me because it made more sense to me than the other thing. The other thing. He just wanted to know how it feels to be me. How it feels to be you. How it feels to be... Because this Bible that we are worshiping and stuff, it came from Sumerian texts and all these, texts back in the day. And they were more into, loving each other. They were more into loving the inside of them, not the outside. You know what I mean? They were more, okay, love thy neighbor, love thyself, love the awe in life. Awe in life is, okay, I got a challenge, right? I can't get it. I keep going and keep going. And then I have a moment of, I got it. Oh, so I resonate with that. That makes more sense to me. You know what I mean? Instead of, this thing running around talking about, oh, you gotta worship me or you're gonna die and go to hell. And a lot of people, it's just fair. Like, I just don't see God doing that. Like, why are you making us if you just want us to put fear in our lives? Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. It just didn't make sense to me. Don't make sense to me. But I got all the way off the subject, right? What I really wanted to say was, anyway, something horrible happened to me in my life, and it had me go through this program, and I loved it, and it made more sense to me of, we create a reality, and these are the tools to create it. And I gave it to my family free. It wasn't like, okay, give me 50, 500 here, 300 here, it was free. I gave it to the people that I trust, and you know what they did with it? It's nothing. It's nothing. That's not for me. If I'm you and you are me, and we came from the same dysfunctional family, this is definitely you, because it's me. And you are me and I'm you. And we came from this dysfunctional family. We didn't come from a family where they were meditating, and then I just brought you more meditation. I could understand, like, I'm already doing this. First of all, you never know what someone could teach you. So don't sit up and say, oh, I already know. Because if you know everything, you don't have no room to grow. And growing is one of the processes that you need to survive and thrive. Not survive, but to thrive, right? But if you're sitting to talk about, you know this, you know that, you'll never know if you really do know it. And things change, information change. So you might know it, but there might be a better way of knowing it. So please don't be closed-minded. Be open-minded. Be a child. Always be like, curious, right? But, so I gave the passcodes and stuff to, people that I really thought needed this and I can trust. And they were just like, I'm too busy for that. Are you, though? Sitting around playing video games is too busy? Is it making you money? It's making you happy, but is it growing you? It's not. But it came to a point where I just couldn't do it. Like, okay, y'all don't think it's nothing, I'll let it go. Y'all keep living the same life, because there has never been anyone in the world that said, let me tell you why I'm 100% wrong. No one has ever said that. So I can't. Because the only thing that's going to allow me to do is go back to the old me. And I'd rather be wrong than go back to the old me. I don't want to be right. I don't want to be right because I don't want to live that life no more. And everyone's journey is different. Just because you're on a self-help journey, don't try to put people on a self-help journey, because all that's going to do is bring you back to your old ways. Don't do it. Just don't do it. I remember when The Secret came out, I tried to tell my family about that. Oh, that's not true. I didn't see it happen. I don't know why my survival mind kicked in, because it sure did. It was like, oh, maybe it's not true. These are your people. They tell you it's not true. It's not true. So stop it. So that's exactly what I did. I stopped trying to manifest. I had manifest something. It was small, and I was like, oh, maybe that's coincidence. Shut up. I shouldn't have did it. No one taught me better. I didn't know better. So I let them drag me down. But this time, I can't be dragged down because I know better. I know that that's their survival mind, and everyone's journey is different. If I can be the beacon of hope and show them when my life changed, maybe then they'll be like, oh, she's walking different. She's doing something different. What are you doing? Let them come to you. Let them come to you. When you're in your self-help, I don't care how many people you think you can save. Just don't do it, because they'll just drag you back down to their level. And you're trying to lift them up. They'll just be like, no, I'm not going up. You're going to come back down. Don't let them. Be wrong. Be wrong and live a whole different life. Be wrong and live a whole different life. And when you do, your people will come to you and be like, hey, I am tired of living like this. I want to live like you. I want, you don't let people affect your day. I used to let, I'm a server, and I like serving, don't get me wrong, but I could have 50 million things happen to me. That one person that messed me up, I let that go. I let that mess up my whole day. I would let that mess up my whole day. And I know I'm not the only one. You can have a million one things happen to you in one day, but that one thing is what you focus on. That's just your survival mind. That's all it is. And you can say, hey, I know what this is. I'm just the observer of my feelings. I'm just the observer of my thoughts. And guess what they do? Disappear. But you got to meditate. Meditation will help you, release some of that stress and release some of them thoughts. And it will let you put in the thoughts you want, take out the thoughts you don't want. And it's just like exercising. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it. It's beneficial to you at the end of the day. And I think we should do that more. We're so comfortable with being comfortable. It's so hard to be uncomfortable, but that's not how we grow. You got to be uncomfortable. You got to be willing to fail a couple times. That's what everyone has done. Everyone has done that has reached greatness. They were okay with failing and trying again. But if we don't try at all, we'll never know. And you don't want to be on your deathbed wishing that you've changed. You don't want to do that. You don't want to. And you definitely don't want to pass this. You know there's something wrong with you, and you're not fixing you. You're just going to pass it to your children. You're going to make their lives miserable. Just don't do it. Just self-help is not only for you, but it's for everyone around you. You can save the world by saving yourself. And that's what I plan on doing. I'm 5 months into it. 5 months into it. 5 months into it, and I love it. I mean, don't think I don't have bad days. Like, that's when it matters the most. The bad days where you don't feel like going to the gym, but you gotta get up and go to the gym because you know what the benefits are going to be later. We want stuff so instant. Like, it's not everything that's worth having. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some knowledge. It's going to take some hard work, It's just the way the world is. But at the end of the day, you're more healthier. You're more in tune with yourself. You know that you keep working on yourself. You'll always be happy because the happiness comes with inside. You're not looking for happiness outside. You're not looking for it no more because hey, I control my reality. I can't control anything that happens outside, but my inside I can control. And that's the most important fact because not only I do not have no more mean customers, like it don't affect me. Like I don't get them no more. And I practice waiting for it. I'm not saying I don't want it. I'm not trying to attract it to me because I feel like I'd be more equipped with it. And I want to see how I do. I want to see if I pass the test. But I'm loving not having mean customers anymore. I'm loving that, I'm getting every order right. I'm not stressed out. People are loving me. People want to sit with me. People are, I haven't been here before, but I'm going to come back because of you. Because of you. I like that feeling. I love hearing that. I love making someone's day. Like, I can't make my family's day, but I can make strangers. I love you guys. I love everyone. I made this video because I got all off the subject, but I made the video because anything could happen in a day, in a month, in a year, and I was like, you know what? Let me put this on here for my kids just in case something does happen. I want them to understand that anything is possible. I tell them that, but I really want them to know when they get older, anything is possible. And I want to stay in this state of mind forever. I'm not allowing no one else to, I try to help, but I can't allow no one to bring me down. If you feel like this is not for you, you feel like this is nothing, then it will be nothing to you. But it's everything to me because I can't keep living the old way. I can't do it. It doesn't serve me, and I can't go back. I'm sorry. I love you guys from a distance, but I can't go back. And you shouldn't either. You shouldn't either go back. Don't go back. Be wrong. Be wrong. Live a whole different life. It's okay. Be wrong.